Alright, what is up, guys? So this is the big one. We've been waiting for this for a while. We are going to go ahead and put this together. So just a real quick rundown of what all we are working with. We have our Strix V450F. We have our Ryzen 7 3700X. We have our 16 gigs of Neo Trident Z, Samsung 970 Evo Plus for our boot drive, 1 terabyte of silicon power, NVMe for our data drive, and then from Silver Lake we have harvested the Silverstone 1000 watt power supply and our GTX 1660. And we're going to go ahead and get these put together, and hopefully this works. Everything that I can find says that this is 3000 compatible out of the box without a BIOS update except the instruction manual. So we are going to find out whether or not I'm buying a 2600 and building a home theater PC with it after we get the BIOS updated. So we're going to find out just how this is going to happen, so let's get it on. Alright, now normally I would just do a montage, but for how little there actually is to do to this, we'll just walk through it. So the way that I have designed this, the entire system will be just on this motherboard. So once the motherboard is prepared, we drop it into the case and we're done. So I will start with the beautiful bad boy itself. The 3700X has twice the cores, twice the threads, and in synthetic benchmarks anyway, 3 times the performance of my 4790K that I am using now. Turn to arrow. And now I do not plan to overclock this at all, so I will be sticking with the Wraith Prism, which already has its paste on it. Excellent. I'm going to need more light for that. Alright, so the Wraith is on there. And I love that they still have the same old socket on there for the installation. That I used to be AMD for years and years and never wanted to pay Intel's prices. And in fairness, I did not pay for the 4790K that was given to me by my uncle, who just had said, hey, this person gave me a gaming computer, you want it, and expecting it to be a Athlon 2 or something ridiculously old. I said sure, and it ended up being this really, really nice 4th gen core system, but it just doesn't do what I need it to do anymore. And this beautiful, beautiful board will do. So we have our CPU and RAM, and there's really only 2 more things to install, and that is our 2 M.2s. Go ahead and drop this one down here. And that will want the spacer. It is right here. So this will be my first system that has no rotational storage and no optical drives. That is the direction that I am headed for my operation, as much as it's hard for me to go that direction, but speed is nice. And the other thing is that with Movies Anywhere and children that like to play with discs. There are a lot of movies that they have destroyed that I still have in the cloud, so it bothers me, but not as much as it would if those were just completely gone. So, going a little bit, working more towards digital and getting away from physical, even though as a game collector, physical is what I love because I love to collect it. But at the same time, being able to put an Xbox in upstairs and downstairs and in the bedroom and be able to watch all the movies and play all the games from anyone at any time is still really, really nice. So this is actually it. I mean, this is the entire computer. This is our main storage, secondary storage, processing power, memory. This is it. So all we have to do is drop it into the case, wire in the case, wire in the power. We're good to rock and roll. I love it. So simple, so fast. Yep, that's exactly what I did. Put the power LED, put the power switch on the power LED. And we might be buying a 2600. Holy crap, it worked! Oh, okay. Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core. Sweet. Awesome. Build date August 6, 2019. That's well within the release window. Sweet. It was out of the box. Oh, that's awesome. So we will, of course, want to... How far can we push it? Can we get the full 3600? No, not 3533. Let's go for the full 36. That's all I'm messing with. I'm not messing with anything else. We'll leave everything else set to auto. That's awesome. Does it find my M2s? RGFX, you are all turned on, correct? Onboard LED enabled, and it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, should we need that? Cool. CPU plus 46, just in idle. Yeah, we may pull that off. I may put an AIO on it eventually, but we're gonna see how this does for now. I may just clean it out and put some new thermal paste on it. Better than what it comes with. All right, so let's see if it'll go. Will it do us 36? ran at 3600 on the 370, so it may not go. Wait. There's a wait. I'll do a BIOS update on this, but hey, green. Ha! Cool. Alright, let's go grab a flash drive. Alright, cool. That time it posted much quicker. First try. So, that's awesome. Windows. Alright, so I am going to get Windows installed, and then we'll get everything set up, play around, and we'll bring in some numbers and we'll have some real fun with this thing. Alright, you might recognize this. It's a Cinebench R15. Or maybe I should say it was Cinebench R15. That's just a little bit faster. That's insane. And we clock in at 2095. Somebody's excited. Also, get the peel out of the way. That's a bad machine. Alright, so this really puts in perspective just how far ahead this is from where we've been. I mean, we're double, and these are real-time benchmarks from my actual system. These are not public or world benchmarks. These are numbers that I've actually put up. Straight from our benches, and 3700X is double, a little bit more than double the 4790K, and then versus the laptop and versus the next stuff down, it just gets very small very quickly. Actually, let me continue all the way down to the P3. Now in Cinebench, they just blew it out of the water. That's triple the 4790K. What? Okay, so this kind of gives you an idea of where we're coming from and just how far ahead we are from everything else we've ever done. And these are all real-time numbers that I have hit in person. There's no world or average benchmarks. This is all stuff real-time that I have hit on the benches. As you can see, the 3700X is double our 4790K, and the gap just opens exponentially from there. Yeah, even versus our 16-thread Xeons in our in the ProLiant downstairs. And Cinebench, the gap is even wider. 2095 versus 776 for the 4790. We're approaching 3x. Now the interesting thing is that these two flipped. So the 970 consistently ran faster on the 4790K, but now that we're on the 3700X, the 1660 XC Ultra has gone from consistently the low 9,000s up to 11,000. That's notably higher than that has ever benchmarked. So the 4790K was apparently bottlenecking that, which is interesting. It makes sense, but I still did not expect that. So that's kind of some free bonus there, and will let me put off a video card update until 3000 comes out, which will really help. And then the overall system, which for now is still untitled, and it may just stay untitled because I cannot come up with any name for this system. I've been trying for a week and I cannot come up with a name for this. 6843 is the aggregate. 3700X, 16 gigs, 1660, and 970 Evo Plus for the boot. The storage subsystem scored a 23,000. The only thing where it was hurt is the memory, and everything that I can tell in the BIOS says the memory's running at 3600. Everything I can tell in Windows says it's running at 1066. So I don't really have anything else to change that I've found, so for now I'm just going to leave it. So I'm going to run one more thing. We're going to render this. Now on Silver Lake this took 8.5 minutes. So let's see. I need to go take care of children. But that's under 6. For the same GPU in something that's primarily GPU based, that's really not bad. I need to go handle children because this is something that I really can't do all this at night when they're asleep because I just have too much that I have to do here. Alright, so that did take us from 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes down to 5. So that's almost a 50% increase just off of that. One more thing to do here from the Arian. Oh, baby. Sustained 400 going from NVMe to NVMe over USB 3. That is awesome. Man, I've been having a coughing fit, something terrible tonight. So, we'll get through this hopefully quickly and wrap it up without too much my sinuses getting in the way. So I am super happy with this. One of the main issues that I was having with Silver Lake was YouTube videos getting out of sync, and it would happen regardless of really what I was doing in addition to watching the video. Audio would end up about 2 seconds ahead of the video. And that has not been an issue even when I'm scanning or have other tabs open at the same time. It's just not been an issue so far, so that problem is taken care of. I am not having any stability issues or anything so far. We will run it for a couple more days, and then we'll break down Silver Lake and get all that stuff taken care of and put away so that it's ready to go the next time I need some. So thank you for watching. Get out and, if you can find the parts, build your own and have fun with it and enjoy your world.